Hi friends, and welcome to the kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different format. I'm not going to overwhelm the video with nutritional information. I think I'm going to create a separate playlist for Nutri-Info and some research that I find to be interesting. And in this video we are going to be focusing solely on a mushroom and black bean burrito. As usual, all the timestamps are going to be linked down below together with the referral codes, which I don't have many, but if you find that useful, please go ahead and use it. And you can consider this recipe as a recipe review from the How Not to Die cookbook, which I keep recommending in case you want to open up the world of plant-based nutrition without being malnourished. Just because there are indeed a lot of approaches to a plant-based diet, and not all of them are going to lead to health, and this is important. Let's skip the step of chopping and prepping. It's actually super easy. The only lengthy process that I've been going through is cooking the black beans. I love black beans. Black beans have such an amazing flavor. If you eat them with some whole grain mustard, just plain black beans, I don't know, there is just something about them that is super nice and flavorful. Also, when you are preparing burgers, once you mash the black beans, they're getting super flexible and they're holding the shape really nicely. So they will play a great binding and shape forming role inside some vegan patties. Here you can see all the ingredients already prepped: some garlic, some onion, some chopped kale. I chopped that in smaller pieces. I want to say bite-sized pieces because in the end it's going to go into either into a tortilla or into some corn flatbread. So I chose very thin corn bread for this one, so you can do the same. And the point is, you just want it to be, you just want kale or spinach if you prefer spinach. You just want the greens to be quite finely minced, I would say. And here we also have some pre-chopped mushrooms. I also minced them rather thinly because I wanted them to be of a proper size to go into a burrito. And you can also add some spices that you like cumin, like coriander, like smoked paprika, anything that will infuse this burrito meat with some extra flavor. Even if you wanted to cook something delicious very fast and have a really simple preparation process, it would be really hard to outbeat this, because here we just add garlic and onion into the simmering water or vegetable broth. That's around 60 milliliters of water, and we'll let them cook until they soften for about 5 minutes. After which, you know what, we are adding the mushrooms and cooking them for around 3 minutes. Thing about mushrooms is that they're actually giving out quite some liquid in the process of cooking. So if you don't want your dish to be too watery, you would like the mushrooms to release some water. For this, you might want to release the heat so the mushrooms don't burn right away. But usually after some time, there is more liquid in the pan than you started with when you're adding mushrooms. If you have not mashed your black beans, it's time to mash your black beans. After 3 minutes, it's time to add the black beans. And here I want to tell you, if you don't have the dry black beans, you can for sure just get the canned version. It can be harder to get the canned version. Black beans do taste a little bit differently from red beans, from white beans. If you have red beans will also work. White beans will work, but they're less moldable. They're kind of like, they fall apart a little bit easier compared to black beans. Black beans have really this elasticity to their body, which makes them really nice for a burrito. After the 3 minutes, we add the spinach and add the black beans, ready to mix it all. Adding any spices that you want. Because this is Mexican cuisine, I feel like Coriander and cumin are very much called for, and also smoked paprika is a really nice flavor to add here. Some chili pepper might be nice. A little bit of black pepper, not too much, not to overwhelm the taste of it. I wouldn't add more garlic, maybe a little bit of onion powder, just to elevate this flavor of onions and garlic. Whatever spices you have and whatever spices you like, the best spices are the spices that you use. Same with beans, same with greens, same with any health promoting products that you have. Now you can actually experiment with the filling of your tortilla, because the filling is actually done. The meatiest part, the mushroomy part is done, and now you can experiment with the sauce. Maybe add a little bit of mustard. I'm adding a little bit of sauteed tomatoes, so I just took canned tomatoes, added some roasted garlic, some spices, and it's nice and flavorful. It's not the same as salsa, but you can add salsa as well. It's going to give a more authentic flavor, and you might probably enjoy it even more. Just go there and experiment. You can also add a little bit of a mashed avocado or fresh avocado, a little bit of fresh parsley, roasted bell peppers. I can imagine the way to spice up this dish, but this one right here is already so good. And I'm telling you, you're not going to regret these 20 minutes that you spent in the kitchen. It's very healthy, it's very filling, and I hope you really enjoy it. And I promised that this video was going to be short, so this is it. This is your burrito with mushrooms, kale, and some black beans. I hope you liked it. Tell me what you think. And please, if you feel called to support this video by liking it, and maybe if you really feel like it, do subscribe to the channel. It costs virtually nothing, but it helps me a lot, and I really appreciate it. Remember to know what you eat, but also do have fun with your cooking and share everything with the loved ones. Meanwhile, I will be happy to connect with you, and I'm linking my Instagram somewhere around here. I'm posting more regularly, and I do my best to provide more valuable tips on nutrition and how to get the best out of it, how to cook so it makes the biggest difference for your health and also for your taste buds. And thanks again for joining, and I see you guys later.